So you finally find that one person that you just can't stand spending even one moment without. What do? I know what I did. I asked that person to spend the rest of their life with me. After asking their parents first, of course. I took the gamble, and she said yes. So now I'm gonna get married. So what's the first thing I have to do? Survive the ceremony. According to Webster's dictionary, marriage is the state of being united to another person in an intimate union that is recognized by law. The act of marrying is the rite by which the married status takes effect. This is usually done by the wedding ceremony. Every detail has to be planned out. Pick a date, pick a church, pick a venue. Who will the groomsmen be? What should I wear? What about the food? There are so many things to think about that you have to think about everything to think about it. Take this poor fellow for instance. Wedding planning can even make a sane person want to smash their face into a hot range coil. Hyperventilating. Oh man. I need a bag. At times, it can seem overwhelming, and you just want to throw your arms up and head on down to the courthouse and get the whole thing over with. Thousands of people do it every year. But then you might find yourself having regret in the future, and that maybe you should have gone the more traditional route. Girls dream about this day their whole lives. The day that they get to have all eyes on them. The day that their Prince Charming will pledge his undying love and allegiance to her. You can't take that dream away from a girl by getting married in the courthouse. Even if the ideal wedding is a fairy tale wedding, complete with a full day's pampering, fitting into that perfect dress that is worth more than my car. Having flowers, all sorts of pretty flowers, flowing ever so everywhere. Being paraded around the city in a horse and buggy to the chapel, where her father is awaiting to walk his little girl down the aisle as the world watches. Her prince standing before her, stunned by the beauty that has fallen before his eyes. You exchange your vows and rings, kiss, and then you walk hand in hand as a new couple, now united legally. Some may choose to have a party after the ceremony. We are, yes. Outside awaits the getaway car, where our new life awaits us. Up until this point, it's just been me, but now it's us, on a journey of life with a new beginning. The marriage ceremony does not have to be performed inside. Several couples and cultures have extravagant weddings in the great outdoors. Ah, yes, the fresh air. But what about the other wedding ceremony traditions? Let's take a look at some of those. Tying the knot. From the Mayans to the Hindu Valdic community of the Middle East to the Celtic culture of Scotland, tying the hands is one of the oldest marriage traditions. The marriage knot is secured at the end of the ceremony to symbolize the couple's final plunge to blend their lives together. Jumping the broom is a time-honored wedding tradition in which the bride and groom jump over a broom during the ceremony. The act symbolizes a new beginning and a sweeping away of the past, and can also signify the joining of two families, and also a respectful nod to the family's ancestors. This ceremony idea is something a little bit different. Love padlocks are a custom by which a couple locks padlocks together and affixes the padlock to a pole, gate, or fence, symbolizing eternal love. The couple personally engraves their names, special date, or special message on them. The wedding cake. The cutting of the cake is often seen as a sign that the groom will support his bride, while the bride will be able to take care of her husband and her new family. Then you take a nice sized chunk and you smash it into each other's faces. Yum. The kiss is a Western custom for the newly married couple to exchange a kiss at the conclusion of their wedding ceremony. Some Christians hold a belief that this kiss symbolizes the exchange of souls between the bride and the groom, fulfilling the scripture that the two shall become one flesh. As far as the clothing goes that one chooses to wear during their wedding ceremony is mostly dictated by tradition and culture. For most of us, it's a flowing white dress for the ladies and a tuxer suit that is done up to the nines for the fellas. Say that you want to show up to your wedding with a pair of greasy bibbed overalls on. Go ahead. It's your wedding. But most people have to wear what their culture and or tradition mandates. Many cultures have very extravagant wedding costumes that must be worn by the marrying couple for their wedding ceremonies. If you are the kind of person that enjoys being unique, this can be the perfect time to show off. Your wedding ceremony doesn't have to be boring. You can add your own bit of flair. If you want a cheeseburger cake, eat it up. If you want to have everyone that is in attendance show up in tie-dye shirts, tie-dye pants, make it happen. Or if you just want to lead a brass band down the street, blow your horns. What is important is that you make it through the ceremony together. Planning a wedding can be a lot of fun and hard. It is a true test of a relationship. I got lucky. I'm marrying my best friend and the love of my life. This day, that is only a few months away, or has already passed depending on when you watch this video, our wedding day will live in our hearts forever as our first day together.